Alright YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Penny LS1. I told y'all I'll see y'all the next day. So we got a couple more parts I picked up. I got me an oil pan, I keep saying oil pan, a transmission pan. I told y'all I wanted to get one with a drain plug. So there's the part number. I was able to get this one at Summit Racing, so I was able to just go up there and pick it up. And it does have a drain. So I wanted to make sure it was the right one, even though I know it is, but I already had the gasket. And most of these gaskets, you see that corner right here is like square, whereas the other ones are rounded. So as long as it has that, it should fit. But I just wanted to line it up. If I can get it on there, one hand. Let me put you on the tripod. But I just wanted to line it up just to make sure. And this one didn't come with bolts. So I'm gonna have to get some new bolts because the bolts that I took off were crusty. And this pan is black, so, but I'll probably just go up to, I don't know, it's 16 bolts in this pan, so it'll probably be cheaper. So yeah, it does line up. It'll probably be cheaper to just get the ARP bolts because I think I saw they were like 25 bucks. Whereas if I were to go get individual bolts from Ace, 16 bolts, I think they're about, I don't know, $5-6 a piece. So I mean, so we're just gonna do that. But that's not what I'm doing today. Today, I'm gonna go ahead and mock up. I got a new, let me put this off to the side. I've got a new windshield washer motor and pump, as you can see in frame right now. So there's a part that you have to take off the old pump or off the old motor that the new motor does not come with. And that's this piece right here. You have to take that off because the new one doesn't come with it. So it also got a new pump. I didn't know this was actually a separate piece, but this is the pump right here, and it's just fitted in there because it has this spade connector, and it connects in there, and then the harness actually plugs into here for the pump, and then the motor harness plugs in the bottom right there. So I'm gonna take this cap off and then I'll unbox the new one and show you what it looks like. All right, so that was pretty simple. So it's just 3 Torx 20, 2 short ones, and the long one actually goes on right here where the connector is. So we got those out. And like I said, we're gonna have to reuse this piece. So the new one comes just like this. And it also comes with new isolators. I think it comes with the new bolt right here, or a new nut. So I'm gonna clean this up real quick. I got some surface prep. Let me pull the pump out. Because I'm not gonna paint this since it's plastic. I like to try to keep anything that's black plastic, I like to try to keep it original if I can, because it just sometimes it looks cheesy when it's painted, and sometimes it peels off even if you use plastic prep. So I've got some, like I say, surface prep. I'm just gonna clean it. It's basically alcohol and some other stuff, but it does a real good job. I actually use it to clean my intake manifold, my air intake manifold, and it did a real good job on it. Because I was contemplating on painting that manifold, but I'm not gonna do that, because you got to disassemble it, take everything off of it, and you got to degrease it really well and all that, which is what this actually does. It's kind of a degreaser, removes all the oil. Because I know most people on black plastic parts, most people like to put Armor All or rubber trim, which actually I'm gonna put that on here when I clean it up. But so that's the whole purpose of, see how it looks now? It looks pretty much, you know. So I'm not gonna paint this, but I just wanted to clean it up. And I'll probably get a brush and get in the cracks. So today we're just gonna do a mock-up of the new pump, and then I'm gonna use this. It's labeled as tire dressing, but it's good for rubber, plastic, and leather. So, but it gives it a nice satin sheen, and it's not like oily or greasy looking. So, but when you see the new motor, you'll understand why I'm doing this. So just real quick on that. All right, so let's get the new motor out of the box. This is a Cardone. It's a new one. So it says new, 100% new. Normally when you get Cardone parts, they're remanufactured. They didn't have any reman, and I was actually looking for AC Delco, and they were out of stock. So this was the next best thing. So like I said, the new one does not come with that black cap on it. So you do have to reuse your old one if you have it. If you don't have it, I don't know what to tell you, because I didn't see any of those caps for sale when I was searching for this pump. So here's the new one. As you can see, that is a huge difference. Because I was actually gonna, I was gonna paint this, but I was like, you know what, let me just get a new one. And it worked, but it was kind of intermittent. So I wasn't sure if it was the motor or if it could be possibly the switch on the column. But since I'm in the engine bay and this needs to be addressed anyway, I figured I might as well go ahead and replace it now. And if it's the column, I've got to replace the ignition switch and the turn signal switch anyway. So I'll check that once I get in there. And it did come with a new nut. So it's got some screws on here. Let me get my Phillips. We'll pull that cardboard cover off. Take a look at the insides. Come on, baby. It's tough doing stuff one-handed, y'all. Let me put you back on the tripod because I'm getting ready to go see the Fast 10 at 12. Me and my daughter. So I'm trying to make this video so that I can edit it later and upload it for y'all the day after you watch the video with the master cylinder that I did yesterday. So let me just get these Phillips out of here. I need some long screws just for some cardboard. All right, so it's all brand new, greased up, as you can see. Look at that. So you ain't gotta worry about, that's why that cardboard's on there to preserve the greases, but look at that compared to the old one. So, all right. So all I'm gonna do is put the new cap on. I mean the new cap, the old cap on the new. Fits like a glove, I hope. Oh, there's a screw. Wait a minute. Okay, this comes out. Yep. Show you what I'm looking at. There's a screw right there. That wouldn't. So see this right here? This screw. If you look at the one that I just took out, there's no screw there. That screw is what this holds. So I'm assuming they just put this on here to keep this plug in place, because when you line this up, you see that, or that actually may be the screw for that. Actually, you know what, it probably is. Nah, this was a Torx screw. So let me see. That's got to be it though, because that's the screw hole. So let me take it out. We'll double check, and we'll get it all buttoned up. I'm gonna check and see if that screw fits, because this screw looks like it's shorter. It won't go through the case. No, I don't like it might be long enough. No, it's not. It's short. I'm always dropping stuff. Yeah, it's too short. So this is the screw I'm gonna have to use. Let me just make sure it threads in there. Yeah, it does. But I'm gonna get new ones because these are crusty, as you saw. Ain't no way I'm putting that on there. You probably won't see it, but so we'll put this on. Grab our Torx. Like I said, this was a T20. Wait a minute. Oh, and I did find a the wiper. I think they call it the wiper linkage. I broke mine trying to get the driver's side wiper arm off. I broke the mount. There's two little plastic pieces that mounts it to the cowl, and I broke it. Still haven't gotten it out, so I'm gonna have to cut it out. So I just haven't done it yet. But that should be here Wednesday or Thursday, and my transmission harness should be here tomorrow. And then I can go ahead and get that buttoned up and put the pan back on. Hold on. I don't think that should have been that hard to go in, but so that looks much better, doesn't it? It does to me. Nice. And then the pump, and this is a actual AC Delco part. I did find that. Now I found these parts initially on Rock Auto, but since I had to run up to Summit to pick up some parts, I just took the part number and put it in Summit's part search, and they actually had them in stock there. So rather than me waiting for delivery from Rock Auto, let me see, is that right? I forget which way it goes. Let me look up in there. It goes like this. Yep. So that's it. So I'm gonna put it on the car. Let me grab the bolts real quick so I can get the right size. I took the fender off, make it easier. But let me get these bolts out so I can get the right size wrench. This is much easier to do with the fender off and the liner, or if you're doing work on the inside, it's definitely much easier to do while you're damn, what was that? Oh, I don't need it, but I'm always told you dropping bolts. All right, so this looks like a, what's this, y'all? Infamous 10 that I always seem to, yep, it's probably a 10, or where's my 10? Come on, 10. Where at? That's 11. Dang it, it's in the case. Wait a minute, here it is. I thought I was prepared. I was semi-prepared. It better be a 10. Yep, 10 millimeter on that. Like my neighbor said, he come over here, he said, man, he said, you take it apart to put it, what'd he say? You put it together to take it apart. Something like that. I think he said you take it apart to put it back together again. And my response was, I said, shit, man, by that time, many times I've done it, that just makes it easier for me to know what size bolts. So let's go over to the car. We'll get it mounted up. All right. So we're gonna get it set up here. If you haven't seen my video from yesterday, I did this mock-up, unboxing and mock-up, so go check that out. I'll put the link in the description, but it should be popping up in the card in the far right corner. So let me see if I can remember which way this go. So you got 3. Yep, 1, 2. I think that's it, just like that. All right. Get them started by hand. Uh-oh. Dang it, the washer came off, or the rubber dilly-madilla. So let's try that again. We'll get it. I think I need a little bit more juice than that. Hold on, let me see something. Why is it doing that? We're gonna put the bushings on first. And then the arm will slide on there. Where's the other bushing? Oh, the other bushing is actually, I need to take this one off. Which one? No, this one goes on. And this one. The other bushing is got a ground wire mounted to the base of the pump or the motor, so we'll leave that one on. See what I'm talking about? See that right there? It's got a ground strap mounted to the base to get, I guess, ground. So that boat just go through there like that. And the other ones, well, let me slide it on first. I should be able to just slide this on here like this in the grooves, and then just get the hole lined up. Let me get my I need a screwdriver. So we're gonna try to get in here like this. Get the hole lined up. Man, that screwdriver is sticking out too far. Hold on. There we go. All right, it's in there. There we go. Put that on. Voila. And let me show you what I was talking about on the arm. So I was trying to pop the wiper arm off, and the piece that mounts, you see these 3 holes right here? This that piece right here. It snapped in half. So as I was pulling, trying to get this off the little ball head, the mount broke. It still ain't off, so I'm gonna end up just getting my cutoff wheel and we'll just cut it right there. It's this whole linkage piece. I've actually already ordered it. I'm just waiting for it to come. But it just mounts, that little piece right there mounts to the motor right here. And that's what makes it swishy swashy back and forth. Well, can't do it now because it's jammed. But that would just mount right there. And the pump, the hoses are hanging somewhere. Oh, here's the plugs. I labeled them even though they can only go in one place. So this is the pump and that's the motor. So like I said, the motor mounts down here at the bottom. So this should plug in right here like this. If I got the right one. Okay. So that's in. And then the pump should plug in up here. Now I'm gonna clean these connectors off. Which way is it going? Yep. Should plug in just like that. Voila. So a couple things I'm gonna do before I button it up. I'm gonna get new bolts, these star bolts or these Torx. I might spray some paint on this because this is the cover, but it says, well, I know, put some rust treatment on there or something because it's brown. So fix that, new bolts for this, and clean the harness with some electronic parts cleaner, and then I'll put some dielectric grease on it. So looks like we good. Yep. So yeah, man, them doors got to go, man. You see how rusty they are. Look it down at the bottom. See that? So we almost done buttoning up the engine bay. Once I get the booster painted, we'll get the master cylinder bled and installed, bleed the brakes, paint the inner fenders, which I'm getting ready to do that, and I'm gonna start assembling. I'm on the fence of whether or not to get a new intermittent shaft for my steering. That one came off a Jeep, and I mean it works, but it's crusty as you can see, because I'm also thinking about getting new headers or getting those ceramic coated, because they were painted black when I bought them, but as you know, that was just for corrosion protection while packed and shipped. As soon as you put heat to it, the paint burnt off. So that's an eyesore. So, but none of that's necessary. I just, like I say, just for aesthetic purposes, I may get new ones. But I need to decide before I put the engine bay back together, because I don't want to take everything out again. Because once I paint these inner fenders, I'm damn sure not going to be trying to move around in here, because then you risk scratching it up. So that's going to do it for this video. The main point was to show you that I did get a new wiper motor. Got it installed. It doesn't look good right now because I got wires everywhere, but it looks way better. Trust me, it looks better than this piece of crap. Even if this one did work okay, I wasn't gonna spend, I would have had the sandblaster, which I don't have a sandblaster, to make this one look even close. So, all right, y'all, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for your support. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping these videos. Also, check me out on TikTok and Instagram at PennyLS1. And until next time, thank you so much for your support. PennyLS1, holla at your boy.